YAPPIN, got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers.
What's going
the
on,
mission.
gang? It's Marauder Music with 3-Piece TCG, Big Beard TCG, and 2D. Happy Monday, bringing you Monkey D. Luffy RP Life at 3. Shall we? Now, look, guys, I rarely showcase the same leader in back-to-back videos, but I just pulled the thread. I fell down the rabbit hole. You know, I was minding my own business, and I'm like, look, obviously I'm gonna practice Lucci or Doffy from here to Dallas, because those deck lists are the same today as they are 3 months from now, because they are final form versions of those lists, right? So why am I gonna play Purple Luffy or anything else that's still developing? It doesn't make any sense. But while in my innocence, I stumble across this leader and I make a couple of changes, and then I talk with some good folks on my comments. We make one more change, and I'm like, I think I figured it out. I think I got it. So, you know, days later, because I took this shirt off after that video. I've not been wearing the same shirt since Friday. Okay, I don't do that. I have taken at least one shower since Friday. So what I did was I put the shirt back on. I put the hat on this time, hopefully detracting from me wearing my favorite newest Luffy shirt. And here we are. I'm bringing you some ranked matches, because I brought this into ranked because I could not get it out of my brain. It's been corrupting me. So with all of that silly business out of the way, smash that like button, finger pop the subscribe, turn on the bell, and go down in them comments. Let me know, what am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? What would you be doing differently? Because it is not assimilation, but it is a collaboration of all of our efforts and thoughts and prayers that has made this list what it is right now. Okay, so the only change from this video to last video is these Miss All Sundays, and I just got to shout out Risa Raldinho. I'm gonna call him Risa. Nice list. Only change I'd make is swap the 2 performer disasters events for 5 cost Miss All Sunday. So that's what we did. And no, I was thinking about it, and I was like, you can see me like slobbing in that reply, because I was like, yo, yeah, having a 5 cost body that draws you one, and it's a body to deal with, it sounds great. Now, of course, the drawback is the performer disaster will activate, give you that Dawn immediately and draw you that card, and the Dawn is active. However, and you get the ramp on curb. So this one is kind of like, I already missed my curb. I didn't get the ramp on 3. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm already behind, but it's still cool because you get to ramp a body. You get to place a body, and you get to draw a card. So, and then they have to deal with that. And that's the whole thing, is we're trying to create problems more so than solving them with this Luffy Taro package. So outside of that, same deck list. You guys can go back and check out the other one. But without further ado, let's get into some ranked matches. Okay? Ranked matches. See you on the other side. All right, gang. So we're going up against Doffy. We chose to go first because we definitely want to take first away from this guy. And just drew a Dawn. Yeah, looks like I kept my hand. That's a happy hand for me. That's a happy hand. All right, so we're going in 1.5 speed, dog. I'm going to swing 6. I was able to play Nami, and I searched, I guess I searched that card, and perfect. So we've got our ramp set up, and we've got everything. Okay, but so do they. Maybe we don't need this at 1.5 speed. They swing into me. They can't do nothing. Damn, yeah. 1.5 is a bit much. Okay, guys, so what do we got here? Okay, guys, so we got a Doffy Doferston. Okay, so I cut right into it. I chose to go first, and I played Nami, and I got this 05 Zoro Juro here. All right, so let's go ahead and keep it moving. They did nothing on their turn, so I'm gonna swing 6, and I'm gonna play said Zoro Joro. And they're thinking about it, and they decide to take. Cool. Now we got our ramp set up. Okay. Now I'm thinking about it here. What could he have? He has the Jinbei into the Edward Weeble. That's going to be the most important card for him between this card and Boa, because they can actually swing for free. We're going to go ahead and do a little 7 and 7, perhaps. Nah. We're not doing that. We're doing 6 and 6 on Fox 26, because we're going to go ahead and play a little Zoro Juro. Okay, so they give us a 2K there. We swing 6 there. And now we're searching, big city searching, and I'm valuing Sangoro, right? Yeah, Sangoro, because the big one, look, we need to beat their board. We need something to play next turn, because after this, I'm setting up for this, and if I'm smart, I'll play this into this. That's some new tech coming for you boys. But anyhow, so they're going to fix their hand, so we know they are either doing great or not so great for the rest of the game. It all comes on to where they decide to place on the top or bottom. They do decide to place on the top. So, yeah, that's we know what to expect for the rest of the game is how I feel. All right, so swinging 8 plus. Oh, they're putting Luffy. They're putting off the wall law out there. Yeah, they're gonna bounce that back, put Zoro Juro back in our hands, and anytime they swing 2 over, I don't know, man. I'm always about to take that thing. I'm not worried about it. I'll take that. Yeah, we get another 2K for our trouble, so that's really cool. We are definitely in big pudding territory though. So I'm not going to save this, obviously not. And then you can swing 6 there. And I wonder what we're thinking, if we're going to give him a Nami. Yeah, we can give him a Nami because we don't want to go down to 2 life. It's annoying to get poked, though. But we got so many cards now. Okay, so we're at 9. We can do the good old Luffy into Sangoro. But of course, we want to swing first. Now, the Luffy into Sangoro versus the Zoro Joro is that Law right here won't be able to bounce back Sangoro like they can easily bounce back Zoro Joro. And we do have enough counter in hand already where it's not that big a deal. So we're going to try and take off the threat that actually can swing for free versus just getting a body off board. I did good. They decide to block out. They decide to block out for us. Okay. Yeah, okay, they're down to 4 cards. We're going to play out, Luffy and the Sangoro. That means if they were to putting us now, it's not that big of a deal. We just lose 1 card. But boy, do we got all the 2Ks in the world. And we got our next play set up here. And we could even play if we're at, well, I don't think we'd be at 10 just yet. But yeah, guys, again, the big spice that is super nice is playing him, returning a Dawn, bringing a Dawn back, and then playing a 4-drop of any sort. So we give him that. That's an easy fix right there. And now we're gonna see what are they planning to do for their turn. Okay, it looks like they're gonna bounce anything back and put Sangoro back in our hands. That's no fun. All right, but they've spent all of their Dawn for the turn, so that means they can swing 2 more times at us. And at this rate, are we thinking about getting rid of Sangoro over a 2K? We're going to have to block out of 1. We're going to have to, either we're going to give up 2 2Ks one way or the other. So now they're going to go ahead and swing 1 more, it looks like. They're going to swing with leader. No reason to put Jinbei, make him vulnerable. We're going to give him that 2K. We just don't want to go down. We don't want to be 2-shotted. We do not want to be 2-shotted in this juncture, at this juncture. Okay, so before we develop, of course, let's swing 8 here. And I don't think they got it. They've been using all their damn ass counter. They just went down to 4 cards. So I don't think they got it. They're thinking about it. But do they got it? I don't think so. And we're waiting. Okay. They got it again. God bless. Okay, so this time I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm going to swing there. Okay. Now what do you got? Do you got another 2K? I doubt it. I really doubt it. I really, 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 really strongly doubt it. Yeah, look how many 2Ks. 1, 2, 4. And they give us 2 more cards. We say, you know what? We're going to Zoro Juro. And we're going to grab the Luffy Taro for sure. Because we already got 2 2Ks. Or 3 2Ks. Get that Luffy, dog. What you playing for? There we go. We're going to get those. We're going to get Boot Scoot Luffy. And we've got the board. We've even got the hand size. They do have a 7K swinger. But that literally just, you know, that breaks even at this point. So they're going to swing 9. And we're not going to get an ability from them. We decide to take the 9. And then I realize, oh yeah, I could and should be leaving 1 up. Nah. This play was so valuable to me, it's not even funny. And I decided to actually use the Rad Beam to help me get through the rest of this round, because now I'm an 8K leader. So now you need to even invest here, you need to invest 2 here, and you need to invest 3 here. And you've only got 6 Dawn left, so you can swing 1, 2, you can swing 3 times. Yo, that sucks. To sleep is best to dream. I'm gonna go ahead and definitely give him a 2K here, right? We don't wanna go into this territory. And at this rate, we are 2-shot territory. And we gotta remember that if we go down to 0, they have the perfume femur 10 times out of 10, and they will be able to swing into us. So do with that what you will. Yeah, we're just gonna have to give the man what he wants. He's a crazy, deranged man. Give him what he wants. You gotta swing that. The thing is that, oh, so he chooses to search. Now the thing is that all of these are gone. These are gone. These are your blockers. They are blockers because I am gonna swing into these before I go to face, but they're all gone. Okay, so we're thinking I could play that out just straight up, and I don't need to play this out, but this and this encounter looks really nice. So I'm just going to start by buttering that biscuit. There's no way they go down to 0 cards there. That's right, that's right. And we might even be able to get Zoro just with 6, but we choose to go for 7. They didn't have it for him. They're not going to have it for him. Now I got 2 more swings, and I could just swing 8 straight up. They don't have it. And we're gonna make our leader 7. Okay, so now I'm thinking, do I want a blocker, you know, or do I want a 2K in hand? I'm thinking I would like a blocker, and the reason why is because to get rid of that blocker, you've got to spend a lot of Dawn. And so instead I'm gonna go ahead and swing there, swing 5. Okay, get another card out of their hand. I can swing 7 now. Yeah, look at me now, guys. I'm not messing up no more. Man, I feel like I got a little moco trying to come out. Anyways, swinging 7. They ain't got it. We are poised to win the match, okay? So here's the thing. If they spend 6 to get rid of him, because he's a 6, not a 5, they'd have to spend 6 to get rid of him. We'll leave him 4, and then we're all right. We'll make it. Because then they still have to swing twice and land 2 consecutive shots, and we're at 7 now. So they're going to go for it. It looks like they're going for it. And I mean, I'm going to block because I know that if I take a shot, they can perfume femur with what's left. So we want to get the most out of everything. And this is where I guess the game is pretty much won for us. Because after this, we're just going to clap back. They chose to do that instead of develop, instead of any blockers, instead of anything else. So sometimes people will take a little while to figure that out. Okay, so we are going to swing 8 there. So now they're trying to clean up the board. Maybe too little too late. And I decided I'm gonna let that go because there's no reason. It's 6 or 6. They're both 6. It's not a big deal. And then if they want to swing at one of these, we don't have anything to counter out, but we will be letting this go because we want 8 bodies, 8K bodies. So let's see what happens with that. Okay, so they choose to. This is the second time they're not swinging with this guy, which is nuts to me. Oh, there. Okay, swinging here, and I can take at this point. There's no reason to not take because I'm going for game. I cannot. I'm not playing another turn with these guys. Yeah, so I decided to take, and I was also looking for a 10 drop Luffy. Now, I do have the bait. This is bait to be like, oh, should I this into this? And then, no. We go for game now. We go for game. So, I'm looking at it, examining it, seeing what I think about it. But I think that I'm going to start off with swinging 9 here and just seeing what I get out of them. And I think I basically mathed them out because that's going to take 3 cards. And then the next 9 is going to land. And then, you know, it gets... Oh, wow, this was close. Okay. So now I can add 1 here. And I can swing into face with 9. And that's going to automatically land. And I might not have even needed to do that, but it was risky business to not. So I put that one back. Cool. Now I get to draw that one back. That's right, do that. We got in a really good habit of doing that online now. So now I'm just going to split the Dawn between these two. We'd never power up somebody lower because that's just, we don't need multiple swings. We need just 2 big swings right now. That's what we're valuing. So I'm at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, or 10. Yeah, so we're going to do 10 first because if they ain't got 9, they ain't got 10. There's no way. And they figure that out. And that's that. And they had a 2K and a 1K, so they could go to 8, but not 10. And then that would have brought them up to 9, not fucking 12. That is Doffy Dofferston out. Let's go to the next one. All right, so now we got ourselves a smoker. Okay, looks like we're trying to figure this shit out. They chose to go second. I do not mulligan. I'm keeping this hand. This is a happy hand for me. And the way I'm thinking about it here is I'm like, yo, I'm going to be able to play him on curb. And oh, we're not purple Luffy. We're not purple Luffy. You can see me hitting that button. I'm about to send a message to Batsu. Hey, man, it's not letting my red purple Luffy ramp on 3. We can't ramp on 3. Sorry. So I'm just going to swing 9, have to settle out of court for a 9K turn 2 swing. And they do take a life. And now the play is going to be Miss All Sunday. Now, Miss All Sunday is a new spice brought to you by Rizza. Really appreciate you, Rizza. I'll put that comment on the board for the folks at home. And so that's what we're going to be looking to get into right here. And we are waiting on their turn. The clock is running on their time now. We're on their time now. Okay, they got a YouTube channel too. I should have messaged them. Anywho, let's see what they got for us. Okay, so they're playing that and they're passing it back. Cool. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to play out this Miss All Sunday. But first, we need to swing. I was just checking out the card because it's been some time since I played it, and I wanted to make sure it's not giving me an active Dawn. It gives us a rested Dawn, okay? Okay, so we swing 6, and it gives them the option to, they actually do 2K out, okay? We get to draw a card, we get to ramp, and we establish a body. That's why this card is being played over lead performer, because for the rest of the game, they've got to address this card. Whether it be swinging into it or it be even better minusing it down to get it out of here, because we want those resources spent on cards like these instead of cards like these. You see what I'm saying? So we're gonna give him a 2K and get out of a 7 just that easily. And now we're thinking, okay, so we gotta go Luffy, Taro, Zoro, Joro, but first let's go ahead and swing 6, and then I'm gonna say swing 6 and 7. So now we're giving them that pressure, and we're giving them that 6. They can just turn one sideways, block it minus, for 1, or they can give us a 2K. But they're going to have an answer. They actually take this one. Cool, cool, cool. Now, don't get ahead of yourself. That's right. So we got 1 to spin. So I'm going to go ahead and swing 7 at them now. See what they think about that. Now, this is a simple, you know, turn sideways, give us a 2K. And they know for the most part I'm not going to have any rush creatures. Not at this amount of Dawn. And 09, yeah, I'm going to turn, Sanji's going to turn one of these boys sideways and have his way with them. But, so we get another 2K out of hand. We like that. So now we're going to Luffy Taro, and we're going to do that into a Zoro Joro. And right now, we're going to grab another 2K is what I would do. Yeah, grab a 2K because those are the 2Ks. It sucks to see both of them gone. We've gotten 3 of them out of here now. So a very low chance of drawing into another one and being able to turn somebody sideways. Keep that in mind. You gotta keep counting your cards. I used to just search frivolously when I first started. And I think that's a mistake that people make. Okay, so this is a no-brainer for me. I am getting rid of cards out of hand because I want to keep all of my swings alive. And I apparently, my wife started showing me stuff on TikTok. And so while I look away, I want to be able to hear that there's things being done on this side so I know when to come back to the game. Anyways, my time is finite, as you can see. Turning that guy sideways. They're going to get rid of Luffy. Luffy Taro, we hardly knew you. Okay, so this is going to be an interesting play. And we've gotten 2 2Ks and the Ice Age out of their hands. That's the play I'm thinking of making. We're at 10 Dawn. We can play that into the Onami. And that's been the fabled play I've been telling you guys about. I did it last game. Ever since I've been doing that kind of stuff, it's been cray-cray. So that means all 10 Dawn are spoken for. So we're going to swing 5 and see if we can just get a card out of his hand. Okay. What do we get? He's thinking about it. He is really thinking about it. Apparently. Seconds feel like minutes, minutes feel like hours, hours feel like days, and days feel like leap years. So yeah, he decides to block for free. Cool. We're gonna swing for 6 now. He's only got 5 cards, and you know, you can read into the time that people are taking to react to you as tells or deception. But so I decided to do this. And now I'm at 7. I'm swinging at face, okay? And we take him down 1. Now I'm in this place where I'm going to just get rid of that, and I'm going to draw 2. Now, guys, I want y'all to think about this here and flame me in the comments below. No, but seriously. So before we played this out, we had access to 7 more Dawn, okay? Actually, we had access to, if we take it back, we had 10 Dawn. Okay, before we played that out, we had 10 Dawn. And instead of playing this, I could have easily gotten rid of this. So, and now I don't know that I would have just swung 10 over. I don't know that I would have just swung 10 and made it a, you know, como se dice, made him just come out of 2 cards. However, another thing we could have done was played this card out, made me a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then swung into that as well. But we chose to do this route. So what do you guys think about leaving that alone? I think I actually should have gotten rid of that. But I am so concerned at this point about going for life and trying to get him out of here that that influences everything, because I want him at 2 life, not at 3 life. I want to get him gone. I want to get him gone. But in doing that, now I leave their biggest threat up. And yeah, so they got 6 cards in hand. And if you're a smoker main and you've got 2 Borsalinos and a Jack and 2 life, you're not feeling too bad. You're not feeling too bad at all. I don't think so. We do have a board that matches yours, but I don't think you're feeling too bad in this position. So Onami did draw us a Diable Jamble off and a Zoro, a Sangoro. So our counters by order of, you know, what we're most likely to use. We're definitely using this one first. I'm thinking of using this one as a 2K before this one because we may need to turn sideways. But we could also be thinking of using this one to stabilize as well. So it's going to come down to what they're doing. I think they think for a little while here. Yeah, that's another 30 seconds. Okay, so after a minute, they decide to attach one Dawn. And they're not getting rid of anything just yet. If they're going to -1 and then use Jack, it's going to be for this guy or this gal right here. Which one is the most important to them is what we're about to find out. My man was taking his time. Okay, so it looks like we're going to get rid of the blocker. They're looking, and then they get rid of this. And I'm like, well, if you had that, you could just play that out and pop. So you must be a little concerned about something. Something ain't right. Something ain't right because I would have just, you know, in a perfect world, you got all the counter, just pop that, pop everything. Okay, so we're going to be crazy. And we do that. And the reason why we save them is because we want these swings to come out. We want them to swing with this. We want them to invest and swing. We know that they're at 8 Dawn right now. So any investment here into here causes a no big play. There's not a big that's going to be played after that. So no Gecko, no Sabo, apparently, like nothing. So at this point, Missile Sunday on the field is worth more than Sangoro on my hand. And I'm going to go ahead and I think I go ahead and give up that Usohachi as well. Yeah, because at this point, they have no blockers. And they just have 8 Dawn, which means the most they can do with that 8 Dawn is they can remove somebody depending on what card they have in their trash. Obviously, it's going to be a Gecko play, right? So they can remove somebody, but I'm going to have multiple swings. Very ballsy on my end, by the way. Very ballsy, very stubborn. I'm giving Taurus Sun, Sagittarius Moon, you know, Cancer Rising, Pisces Midheaven. And all of these things are leading me, astrologically speaking, to make that kind of a choice. So now they choose Brand New, which is a big old tell that y'all ain't got shit. And you got rid of a Gecko and an Ice Age to draw an Ice Age. Okay, so that's the play they go for. They pull out Tashigi, and, you know, that's what they got. I draw into a Captain Kidd, and I know this is going to be something that I'm probably, you know, hit up in the comments. But so the thing is that they got 4 cards in hand, and we can develop a Kidd, or we can just go for game. Now I'm thinking right here, whenever you can always swing 9. One thing I've learned is you can always swing 9 3 times. You can always swing 9, 9, because that's 6, and then another 4, it makes it 9. However, I wanted to get away with swinging 8, because getting away with swinging 8 enables me to swing 9 and then 10. And I knew that I could do that at the beginning based on the cards they were getting rid of. And now I'm going to swing 10, and that is going to be game. And that is game because, yo, I mean, take a look at my guy. He had all the Helmeppos were in his hand, not in the trash. And that's why we didn't see the Gecko play. However, if he would have developed this over this, I wonder how that would have played out. Because he could have gotten rid of these two. But he would not have gotten rid of the other ones. So, yeah, if we back it up. Yeah, I mean, he would have gotten rid of, so it would have been 2 swings instead of 3. And then we would have had to figure some shit out afterwards. I wonder what my life was. Looks like I had a Charlotte Lynn, which would have been a 9-drop, a Nami. It would have been a little rough, but yeah, so we got it out. We got it out. It's the old bait and switch. You got to know when to do it. You got to use your hockey, dog. Okay, let's get into the next. Okay, so as you can see, I was hopping right from one to the other. And we're going to go ahead and go second against this player. We want to take them off curb. Now, I was very concerned about this Charlotte Katakuri match going into it. for none of the reasons that I should have been. This person winds up taking forever, and I believe it was malicious. It's hard not to think it was malicious. Sometimes people just got stuff going on. I get that. But if you're going to play ranked, try not to be... try not to take forever when it looks like you just shit the bed. You get what I'm saying? Try not to take forever when it looks like it's you that's about to lose. Does that make sense? So I chose to go second, and again, we're waiting on them, and they finally decided to do something cool. So they play them out, and it looks like they are deciding what they're going to draw. And we're very happy with our opening hand, by the way, because while we don't have anything to play off of Luffy Taro, we do have Bond Clay. So we're very happy about seeing Bond Clay on curb. They chose the starter deck 20 Brule, which is the one that allows you to look at a life, reorder it, and call it a day. Of all of these, I think I'm going to go for, I might go for Uso Hachi, but I would like to have a Radical Beam as well. Yo, let me tell you one thing about me. I need to take a drink. And I am not messing around with missing out on this Luffy Taro combo, dog. I am not messing around with y'all. When I say I want that combo, I want it to. Okay, so they swing 8. Yeah, dog, we ain't got nothing for that. We're going to let that go. Okay, we get a Sangoro now. We really like that. They looked at their own life and they left it at top. Remember these things when you're playing against Cat. It's a lot easier to forget them online than it is IRL, right? Okay, so we don't want to swing into them, or we don't want to develop and then swing, as alluring as it is to have a 7K swing. We'll swing 6. Typically, they'll take it, and they... take it. Now we're going to go ahead and play out Bond Clay into safety, right? And if we had another Nami, we would definitely search, but it's cool. We got one up for, we did not take that Rad Beam. We took a Zoro Joro because we're crazy. Crazy. So now they're at their 5 Dawn turn. What is they going to do? They play out Gadatsu. Gadatsu gets no play over here. Oh, they do get rid of Nami. Cool. But they don't have any swings, actually. Okay, so now I am at my 7 Dawn turn, and I draw into another Luffy Taro. That's Luffy on Luffy Boots Scoochie. We're going to get this. We're going to do this thing. All right, but first I got to swing with Bond Clay, because if I develop and then swing, somebody's getting popped, and I'm going to lose my mind if it's me. So swinging 6, and then another 6, because if I'm not mistaken, we are at 7. That's right. Okay, we get rid of that 2K they searched. Stay cognizant of these things. That's the 2K that they searched. Now we're gonna go ahead and swing another 6. Right? Yeah. Okay, what happened? So we swung another 6, and they gave us another 2K. So that's 2 2Ks gone. Now we're gonna Luffy Taro. And I guess what we're really thinking about here is, do we want Zoro Joro or Sangoro? I think I choose Sangoro because I do have 2 other 2Ks. But boy, oh boy, was I thinking, will I live to regret this? Because Zoro Joro gives me the search now, right? Anyhow, Zoro Joro gives me the search now. Sangoro gives me a draw next turn, right? So, of course, now we're feeling a little bit better because we know they can only swing once this turn. But are we going to trash a life or give a life? I actually choose. And I know I'm crazy, but I choose to trash a life. And the reason why is I don't need this motherfucker having any more life than they already have. They have too much life already. So now they have a free swing into us. They can actually swing here as well. And so we're thinking what they're going to do. And their swing here, I would love to keep it around and swing 8. Can't do it. Can't do it. So now we're going to go ahead and get 6 swung on us. And we're going to gladly counter out for 6. Because we're not going to 0 against this guy. What's going on, man? Okay, so they swing 6, and I give them that 2K, and I'm like, all right, cool. Let's keep going. Okay, so 8 to 9, we got this play set up. Of course, we're not going to develop first. All right, so we've got 9, and that means we can spend 1 on a swing. So I'm thinking maybe we swing here first, or maybe we swing here to here first and get a threat away. So we actually swing straight up, and we're just trying to bleed their hand right now. We're like, we know you're going to give us a card for that, right? And they don't. Okay, this is data. So now I'm going to swing 7 into face, because he's not in danger of being popped. He couldn't be beiged. So now I'm going to swing 8 into face. Now they're down to 2. Now I'm going to develop, and I think this time I develop Zoro Joro into and Luffy into Zoro Joro. Or I could do Sangoro again because I do have a Rad Beam. No, I choose to do that. Okay, now here, very interesting proposition for us. If I take the 10, you know, I can do work. I can do work. That can almost guarantee me. And sometimes I wonder if I should have taken the 10 here. But I think I also need a 2K. Because I've got... This takes me to 10, 12, 13. And that would take me to 14. Right? 10, 14. Actually, that takes me to 15 if I grab a 2K. So... yeah, I'm really thinking about this one. It's a tough one. Because I want to survive. I already have the board... to survive. I already have the board to kill, so do I need this to push me over? And so I actually choose the Usohachi just in case, because they are at 2 life. They combo into anything, or they trigger into anything that would be a blocker. So I don't know. I already had the Diable Jamble. That was probably a mistake on my part, but we'll see. We'll see. So here, they decide to do this. They give me another life, which is great for me. And they're going to reveal and draw. We're not seeing it yet. Okay. It was the big mom. Big mom. Okay, so now they're swinging here. I want to keep my board alive. I think... oh, we choose to do that because we have Diable Jamble. Cool deal. All right, so now I got 10. Now, this is where I could have just said, you know what? I'm going to big loof it. I'm going to big old loof it. Really could have. I was worried that they were going to big swing me 2 times because, you know, I only had 1 life at the time until they did that. So we draw into this. Swinging 7. They need to give us 2 cards. And we're threatening lethal. Big time threatening lethal. If their hand ain't right... we're getting them out of here. And I think this is when they take forever. Yeah. Yeah. I give them a question mark. You there? You see what I'm saying? Like, we're threatening lethal, and it looks like they countered out with what? They countered out with 2 cards. Okay, 2K and okay. Okay, so they countered out. We're back in business. All right, cool. That was several minutes if you look at their time. So now I'm going to swing another 7 because what I'm going to do is develop a Sanji. That's my thought process. And then I go ahead and I'm going to swing that. Swinging 7. Let's see what they get. Yo, my guy. Okay, they give us 8. They got 2. They got 3 cards in hand. We know one of them is a 10-drop mom. So I decide, you know what, man? I'm gonna go ahead and transition, and or maybe I don't. Maybe I decide because I was like, I could take this card out, but then I'm gonna and defend against the rest. And so I decide to do that. I decide to take that card out. I'm gonna save this Rad Beam. I know that all 10 of their Dawn are gonna be used next turn. So now I'm in a place where I can swing at life and I can save 1 for this. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take another Rad Beam this time. Let's take a Rad Beam for sure because I'm going to big city swing here, and I'm going to swing 9 at them, and it's not going to, you know what I'm saying? They're not going to be able to get rid of anything on my board on their turn, right? So I swing 9. Give it to me. Give me that extra. Yeah, you got 2, not 3. All right, so I'm swinging 9, and they ain't got it. We know they ain't got it. Okay, and looks like we're gonna hit a trigger. We hit a trigger, and they get rid of Zoro. Okay, okay. Wonder why they want to get they didn't want to get rid of Sangoro. I guess to them it didn't matter. I don't know. Anyhow, they get rid of our Luffy Taro, and they are now able to swing swing bada. And they can swing here. Yeah, we're gonna give them this because we want all the swings. Okay, so going into this last push, or what we hope to be our last push, we've got 4 Dawn to spin. Technically 3. So we can do 7, 7, and 9. And then if that doesn't work, we can Sanji. Or excuse me. Yeah, we can Sanji for a blocker. So we swing 7, that works. That almost changes everything. Because now we're gonna look to swing 9. What the fuck was that? Now we're looking to swing 9 and see a trigger. It's just that. Yo, you're out of here. We're going 14 at that ass. 14-y. 14 Lada. And they ain't got it, son. They ain't got it, son. And they are quick to disconnect, but they weren't quick to answer. I mean, guys. Okay, so they had 3K encounter. But I mean, yeah, when I was playing this guy, okay, right here. Let's see. I swing 7. They're at 14 minutes. They made me wait. They almost made me wait 4 minutes for that. And that just felt a little malicious. That just felt a little like, yeah, what's that? And so anyways, I win that. I win that and then stand by because I'm going to check this out so I can show y'all where we're at. Okay, so now we're going over here. This is what I see on my end when I'm playing ranked on my phone, okay? And I was like, yo, wait, did that fucking Doffy get saved as a loss? And it's like, no, it didn't. It didn't get saved as a loss. The other one just hadn't come in yet. Yeah. So you can see the timestamps and all that stuff. So yeah, I put this shirt back on for this video. I haven't been wearing it since Friday. That didn't happen. I just want you guys to know that didn't happen. That I want you guys to take 2 things away from this. That I won 3 in a row with Luffy, RP Luffy. I haven't lost with rank and RP Luffy. Hey, I'm undefeated. I want y'all to take that away from this video, and I want you to take away the fact that I did not wear this shirt all weekend. I will be wearing it today at my tournament. There's that. So let's take it over to the gist of the list. All right, gang. Well, there you have it. I mean, you got to see the Doffy Dofster. You got to see Smoker, which Smoker's been making some noise, and also just a black removal deck, right? And you got to see a Como City say a cat take their sweet ass time. Now, of the 3, believe it or not, I was more worried about the Katakuri because I've had less opportunity to test against it. And, you know, obviously we're a 3-life leader and they like to trash or, you know, they everything about them is life. And so I don't want to have the life conversation with a Katakuri leader when I only have 3 life to talk about. You see what I'm saying? So, but we were able to pull it out as well. Again, I think this Nami Searcher is what really ties the deck together. On turns where I'm going second and I play 2 of them and I search through 10 cards, I frankly don't even care if I see a Luffy Taro in one of those 10 cards because I'm 10 cards closer to running into Luffy Taro. That's awesome too. And this was all on my first turn. So you'll get little turns like that that'll feel like an oasis, right? I am, for some reason, no longer feeling, I don't know if it's just the meta or if it's our card list. I think it's a little bit of both, but I'm no longer feeling like I ain't got no cards in my hand. It does happen here and there, but it's towards the end, and we've already accomplished our objective, and we're just in gaming at that point. But yeah, I did have a couple other matches against a Lucci player, but I realized that they weren't ranked, and I wanted to just showcase the ranked, and this video is already going to be long enough, I figured. But we were able to take that as well, and it was just another rush down Rush City. You know, playing this on turn 2, you know, playing a 4 on turn 2 followed by 7 and 5, it's very awkward numbers, very awkward numbers. They have to see a 5 and either have a Tempest kick ready and then leader swing, or they can soap sheep. And the thing about the Tempest kick is you already have to have 10 cards in trash by your 3rd turn, or you can't deal with this, or you have to have an Ice Age and a soap sheep to -2, -5, take that, or 2 to 3, then swing. Actually, that doesn't work either. I forgot. Yeah, so you have to, you got to just see you got to see cards, and there you have it. That's why it's so hard. But anyhow, and then after that, of course, we're playing this. So yeah, quick recap. Perfect curb, we're playing this, and if we're going second, playing this, into this, into this, and this, and then this, and then this, and then this. Going first, this, into this, and to, because then we go from 3 to 4, and then we got 6. We're at that 6 dawn turn. Yeah, so then that, or that, or that, and then the next turn we go from 8 to 9, that into that, and then after that it's that, and then that, and then that. So there you go. I mean, it is what it is, man, and I'm very excited about this list. I'm fighting myself to not take it to my locals today, because I'm recording this on Sunday, and it makes me wonder, should I just get it out of my system and just take it, and then, you know, take these L's, and then go back to Lucci for the rest of the month, or Doffy, or should I play Doffy now? I was able to beat last week's winner on a pickup game with my Lucci deck, and that felt good. So I don't know, guys. I don't know. I tell you what, it's gonna be a day too late. Comment down below which one you hope I brought, and we'll see what I did. But anyhow, a lot of fun so far. Still looking for comment suggestions and concerns. However, the ratio for Lynn, I thought I would bring up and maybe take away from somewhere else, but my main bread and butter, what's actually winning me games 1,000,000,000% of the time. Lynn is a breath of fresh air when I see them and I play them, and you do get that extra life here and there, but it's mainly just this row right here. Actually, yeah, including Lynn. This whole row right here is winning me the majority of my games. This is all winning me the majority of my games right now. And I can't see messing with taking away a Captain Kid. Even though I don't have to see him until a turn later than I'm expecting to see Luffy Taro, if I don't see a Taro and I do see a Kid and I can play the Kid, that's not a bad turn either. You know what I'm saying? Next turn I'm still going to 8, and I can Luffy Taro into Zoro. I can leader ability, then Luffy Taro into anything, including Nami, and now I'd have two 7s and a blocker and draw 2 more cards, or, you know, anything else. So it's been a blast, guys, and it's gonna be really hard for me to put this down and not continue to just make more videos about it and disregard everything else, especially because it seems like what you guys are the most interested in between this and Purple Luffy and, you know, Black Purple Luffy. Those have always been the most attention. You know, I always get the most feedback out of those, and it's ironic because, or coincidental, because it's also the decks that I'm the most interested in. So I don't know, maybe I'll just give in to my lesser desires and just make this a Purple Luffy, Red Purple Luffy, Black Purple Luffy, all things Luffy channel. I don't know. But we do have to learn other decks. We've got to play with other decks so we know how to play against them. See what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm yapping, dog. I'm yapping. I'll see y'all in the next one. It's been Murado Music with 3-Piece TCG. Big TCG. And did I already say I'll see you in the next one? because I will.
Flows like a faucet, swag dripping like a faucet. Dooney fixing, got Luffy ambition, king of the rappers, the mission. I see they got the lights, camera, but no action. They actually fiction.